Hello YouTube, it's BirdOPrey5 and welcome to Bed Life for March 28th, 2019. It's Thursday, a Thursday without a new Orville, unfortunately. But there will be a new Star Trek Discovery. I don't know. Will it be good? Will it be bad? $50,000 says it's going to be excellent. But we'll see. We'll see. So it appears the conversation got started well before I did. It's now 6:08 p.m. Eastern. And the first comments in the chat are as far back as 4:20 p.m. from the Anti-Tracker and Thomas Potts. Although the first comment I see is from Anti-Tracker saying as long as you don't refresh. So technically Anti-Tracker is first. Then Thomas Potts says okay, and Thomas Potts says Anti-Tracker, I guess you heard about Powerball. Thomas says, am I a loser just sitting here waiting? Wake up, bird. Anti-Tracker says, yeah, he heard about it and sucks it was not me. No, Thomas, you are not a loser. You are a dedicated fan. I will skip ahead to the actual comments because I don't want to give away. I don't want to give away some stuff Anti-Tracker is working on. At 5:35, which I will grant you was almost an hour ago. No, not even half hour. 40 minutes ago. I did say soon that I would be on, and Thomas said, yay, Bird woke up. Anti-Tracker says, no, he didn't. That was one of his flunkies. Thomas says, maybe it was Alexa. And then unfortunately, when I tried to start streaming, I had to upgrade the streaming software, and then it looked like that was going to require a reboot of my computer, so I started shutting down all my applications, but then I didn't need to reboot, so I still had to restart all the applications. And then Thomas says, wow. Hold on. This is not a planned whatever. Okay, you can open. 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. That was unplanned UPS delivery. Not $50,000, unfortunately. And I forgot to put the fishes on. So, yes. I don't know why Thomas is saying McDonald's. Anti-Tracker says he could use a hamburger about now. And he says, dang it. Thomas Potts says, these idiots gave me a root beer instead of my Coke, and they want $15 an hour. Oh, I hate that, Thomas. I hate it with a passion when they get the wrong drink from McDonald's. And then Thomas says, Bird, if you left the stream running 24 hours a day, you might not have these problems. No, I would have different problems. At first, YouTube would probably shut me down for general decency guidelines and other problems. Thomas Potts says, and Anti-Tracker can make a third bird chat with you snoring. I don't snore. I've got the big CPAP mask. So Anti-Tracker says, lol. Anti-Tracker says he could put bird chat too on an infinite loop. Thomas Pot says he'll get a bunch of subs from a mental institution that way. Now, at 6:07 p.m., when I actually went live, Thomas Potts says hi, and he was first, and he says, I hear you, which is great news, because I've already been broadcasting for 5 minutes. John, the former peasant, says, Qapla, bird, Qapla, John, the former peasant. John DeMarco says, greetings, everyone. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello, and Qapla. Josh Street says, bird, got something that will make you a little happy. Wow, we got a bunch of people here at the beginning. I guess that's good. Let's see, what is it that will make me happy? Wow, up to 10 watching already. That's not bad, especially since Doomcock is streaming. Yes, I was watching it before I started my own. I knew I had to come through for my fans. Okay, I'm gonna take a chance on watching this. Let me shut off the computer sound in case it's something that's not good for the computer. And let's see. Stop cookie time. Okay, I accept. It is a sale from Paradox Interactive. Okay, let's get that up for everyone. We'll see what exactly is on sale. Opera browser. Oh, well, it helps if I open the browser, and then of course it helps now if I fix the software, because it's every time I shut off the application, I've got to find the window source. There we go. Okay, so this is paradoxplaza.com. This is where you buy City Skylines and other such games, and they are having a spring sale. Paradox Store spring sale, March 27th to April 1st. And here it is. Okay, well, City Skylines Industries, 20% off. City Skylines Park Life, 50% off. Okay, that's a pretty good deal. $7.49 instead of $14.99. What about actual City Skylines? Is City Skylines listed? Let's oh wait, no, wrong screen. Back to results. Let's search for the original cities. City Skylines. $75% off. This is it, people. 75% off. Regularly $29.99. It is now just $7.50 US dollars. Go right now. I'm going to put this in the chat. If you have any inkling of that you might even enjoy City Skylines, $7.50 for a game that's normally $30. And let me tell you, it is worth every single dollar of those $30. You can get it for an unheard of $7.50. Thank you so much to Josh Street for bringing this up to everyone's attention. I'm going to paste that all over Discord. Maybe I'll put it up on antitrekker.com. Yeah, $7.50 for the full game. Buy it today. Play it for 20, 30 minutes tonight. And if you have any desire, if you like the game, then go back and buy these add-ons that are all 50% off. Yes, every add-on is 50% off except Industries, which I understand is only 20% off because Industries only came out like maybe 3 months ago. So yeah, it's the newest one. But After Dark, gives you the night option, so you definitely want that. That's another $7.50. Park Life, you probably want that. That's another $7.50. Those gives you the extra parks that you can make an amusement park, a zoo, a nature reserve, and a city park. Green Cities, that gives you some high-tech housing and stuff. That's cheaper. That's $6.49. Mass transit, you definitely want that. What? Hold on. What is going on? No. I don't know what you're seeing, but I see 14 people. 14 people. Thank you guys so much. That is a very, very nice number, especially so early on. But anyway, back to City Skylines. So I would suggest, if you're at all interested, if you enjoy the game for $7.50, come back, get mass transit. Yes, that's probably the number one. That was the first one that came out, the first add-on. That adds all different types of mass transit possibilities. Green Cities, I have it. Listen, I get it, but it's probably the least important of these packs. Park Life, I really like making the different types of parks, and plus you can make money from those parks. After Dark gives you the whole day-night cycle, so that's really cool. Natural Disasters, that is by far the most fun, because you get to lob meteors at things and have tsunamis and all those good things. Snowfall, that's if you really want it. I guess that's one you could skip. I have it, but I've yet to play a Snowfall map because personally just the regular game is fun enough. But sure, get Snowfall if you want it. It is 50% off for $6.49. You can't go wrong. High-tech industries. Oh, high-tech buildings. Wait. Do I have this? Do I not have high-tech buildings? Okay. This isn't a... There's different things. This is a... I don't know what they call this. But this isn't a game. This isn't it is official City Skylines, but it's less official. A content creator pack. There we go. By some guy. But still, for $2.49 US, why the hell not? It gives you fancy buildings. I guess I must have it because I definitely have. Yes, I definitely have these buildings. So yeah, probably want to go ahead and get this. Let's see. High-tech buildings, European suburbia. Yeah, you probably want that. It's $2.49. What is this? $3.49. Concerts. Sure, concerts is fun. Not a hell of a lot to do with concerts, but it does give you a concert venue, and you've got to advertise for it and get people, and you have bands you get to manage, and if you get your bands to level up to get popular, then you can get a bigger concert venue. So that's a nice thing. Again, for $3.49, it's certainly worth it. Art Deco, I don't think I even have Art Deco, but it's just another content pack with some other building designs. You know, I might have to go purchase this when this stream is over. 'Cause what the hell, for 249, you can't beat it. Now, all that jazz, that's just a different radio station in the game, and those I did not buy because honestly, I play the game without music most of the time anyway. But for those who are interested in music, these four down here are just radio stations that can play different music during the game. So, yes, very, very cool. And you know what? I was going to save this for later, but let's segue into some City Skylines stuff I did want to talk about. There are some mods that you guys should definitely pick up. Now, understand, you can buy this stuff from ParadoxPlaza.com, and but you should have a Steam account. And when you get this info, you can get a Steam number, and you can redeem it on Steam and download and play the game through Steam. It's very easy, and Steam makes it super easy to add on all these free add-ons from the Steam Workshop. So don't worry, yes, even if you purchase it from Paradox directly, you can play it through Steam. It's exactly what I did. I paid Paradox. Instead of downloading the game from Paradox, they gave me a Steam key or something it's called. You go to Steam, you redeem it, and right away the game shows up in your Steam library, and you can download it directly through Steam and then let Steam manage the game for you. Definitely the best way to go about doing all that. Okay, so once you have City Skylines, check out these mods. First, DJ Odyssey, I believe, told me about the Hill Valley Clock Tower from Back to the Future. It is a unique building you can download. I've subscribed to it. I will put it up in our city. So it looks like it'll be pretty cool. Honestly, there's not a hell of a lot of graphics with it, but it does have a 5-star rating, so it's pretty sure it's a pretty nice looking building. More importantly, though, there are two mods I wanted to point out. The Advanced Vehicle Options AVO mod. Now, this is an actual mod, and this is what I'm going to start using, I believe, the next game. Now, I had this already, though I had it disabled. Advanced Vehicle Options lets you edit any vehicle in the game, more or less, like planes, trains, metro cars, taxis, passenger cars, delivery, anything you want. You can edit. You can edit how fast they go, how many people they hold, things of that nature. So we have our Stargate system, as you may or may not know, in our Nerd City map. And it's really, Stargates are really metro, subway lines. But with this, we can increase the speed of metro lines to, I would assume, near infinite speed. So going through a Stargate would actually approximate what real Stargates would be like, and I have no problem doing that, because why the hell not? It sounds fun. Instantaneous transport around the city certainly seems like a fun option to have. So yeah, you might want to get this mod, Advanced Vehicle Options AVO mod. If you have Industries add-on, you definitely want to get the DLC. Industries DLC ready version. If you don't have Industries DLC, you probably still want this version, although there is an older version that doesn't have Industries support. So, but there's really no reason not to get this one. And then finally, I'm not going through 100 mods today, just one more mod I wanted to make everybody aware of. I just found out about it myself. Electric Roads mod. Yes, this Instead of putting down separate power lines, this will turn all of your roads into power lines, also train tracks. So, yes, that's pretty cool. Much like in older SimCity games, instead of running separate power lines, as long as you have a road run to a part of the city, it will have electricity. And honestly, that's pretty common. I mean, these half the roads, they look like they have power lines running with them already. So, I've yet to use this mod. I've only just downloaded it today, but this sounds really cool. It's still early. It's got 5-star rating though, so most people are using it without a problem. I would hesitate that use it carefully at first. Make sure save backup, make a backup of any save game you use it on, just in case, because a mod like this, if you ever had to disable it, you would then have to go back and fix power connections for any places that you didn't run power lines that are far away from power plants, because you could really screw up a saved game if this mod had to be disabled for some reason. So be careful with it, but it looks very, very promising, adding all of your roads as power lines. So those are some really cool options for City Skylines, and combined with the sale from Josh Street that he found, it's going to be a great City Skylines weekend, I hope, for all of you. One quick cough. I'll be right back. So yeah, I'm excited, very, very excited. Very cool news. Thank you so much, Josh Street, for that info. Thomas Potts says, and I'm already behind in the chat. Thomas Potts says, anti-tracker, at least it didn't do it tonight. John Street says, Hearts of Iron 4 is $16. Oh, well, that's what he was telling me. City Skylines is $7.49. Hearts of Iron 4 is $16. Okay. Well, you know what? I may have to give Hearts of Iron 4 a shot, even though for 16 bucks, can't really go too wrong. I mean, I don't know if I'll have time to learn it, but I might try it. Joseph says, welcome, Joseph, first of all. Walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no evil, anti-trekker. Okay. John, the former peasant, says, Bird the salesman. Thank you, John. Wish I was splitting that profit with Paradox. Oh, it looks like we got somebody in here that had to have messages deleted. Drama. Josh Street says, Darth, you get the Steam key stream. You get the Steam key emailed to you. You do. Anti-Tracker says, at Thomas, well, if my computer died during the live stream tonight, I would not have to watch STD. Anti-Tracker, does your computer die? Obviously not. You're on a computer, I assume. And you saying that you are going to watch STD tonight, so okay. Your computer didn't die. John Street says, anti-tracker, you can always watch and stream on your phone. And Thomas Pye says, but we would hear you yell. Joseph says, hi Joe, I joined in bed, so bed life for both of us. Bed life, Joseph, although hopefully you can get out of bed. I do sincerely hope you can. John, the former peasant, says, oh right, it's Thursday. Time for anti-tracker to abuse his liver. Josh Street says, Bird, send the cell yesterday night when I went to see if they had any updates. Saw the Soar the Sail yesterday night when I went to see if they had any updates on CK2 mods. Then somebody okay, somebody yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get into that if we need to later. John, the former peasant, says snowfall is bad. Ask Nebraska. Yeah, I would not be surprised. I used to love the snow. I used to love the snow when I could drive my Jeep like a man loves his Jeep. A man loves snow like a man loves a Jeep. No, I did like snow, but now, unfortunately, that I can't shovel, I can't do anything, and I can't drive in it, and it only makes life harder for Mom and everyone else here. I'm very much anti-snow. So bring on global warming, embracing it. So yes. Joseph says, such a shame I can only watch the anti-tracker recording and not the live reviews. Stupid time zones. I heard the EU is going to start getting rid of time zones, which I pretty much hate most of what the EU does, but you know what? I'm all behind getting rid of time zones. This, okay. John the former, okay, retracted. Josh Street says that guy is part of the Cities Skylines dev team. Now, I don't think so. Thomas Potts says, oh, maybe the guy who was making the building. Thomas Potts says, but now we won't look at your credit card number. Buy it now, we won't look at your credit card number. John the former peasant says, do it. Josh Street says, Bird, you're not going to buy all of us watching the game or other games. You're not going to buy all of us watching the game or other games. Anti-Tracker says, hey, Joe is not allowed to buy anything until he gives me the $900 he owes me. Thomas says, lol. Josh Street says, lol, Anti-Tracker, no, your $9,000 is in the mail. Actually, something is in the mail for you, Anti-Tracker. It's due to show up April 1st. Not a joke. Not a joke. April 1st, obviously. April Fool's Day, but no, don't mean that as a joke. Daniel's Hot Topic says, I'm the 7th like. Hi, Bird of Prey. Thank you, Daniel's Hot Topics. Yes, everybody, if you wouldn't mind, before you forget, go ahead and leave a like. Daniel's Hot Topic says, Anti-Tracker, how are you? Can't wait for your live stream tonight. DJ Odyssey says, hail, hail, DJ Odyssey. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are feeling better. Yes, you were not doing so good the other day. Anti-Tracker says, I'm taking a handful of antidepressants now. Oh, so I should be ready. Josh Street says, hey DJ, you missed Bird was going to buy us all City Skylines, but you showed up. Oh, I wasn't going to buy you guys City Skylines. I'm sorry. DJ says, I already have it. Anti-Tracker, so you guys think I was too mean to Doomcock today? Too mean to a master villain? I think Doomcock could take it. And no, you weren't mean. Obviously, you had more experience with this game than he did, because he admittedly had never played it. I'd never played it. I'd never even heard of it before. It's been a long time getting from there to here. It's been a long time, but my time is finally here. I'm sorry, I saw the background change. I couldn't help myself. No, you were not too mean. You had info he didn't have. Hopefully that's how he sees it. Daniel Topics also agrees, says nope. John DeMarco says, I think you were fair, anti-trekker. I think you were fair. You probably will lose some subs, but sure, you were fair. DJ Odyssey says, well, Auntie, first thing that popped into my head was, wonder if this will be the same as Captain Marvel and how many will unsub, lol. Yeah, it's kind of the first thing I thought too. Anti-Trigger says, no, Josh Street says, Anti-Trigger, no, you were too soft on Doomcock. Oh boy. And Joseph says, nope, it was spot on AT. Anti-Trigger says, lol. Wow, I'm a little behind. Says, lol, I have to be me, DJ. However, if someone does not call out obvious mistakes, it gives ammo to the other side. And yes, I do agree. The worst thing is when our side makes mistakes, because it makes it too easy for the other side to be right. Oh. DJ Odyssey says, you know how touchy nerds can get, lol. John Street says, down with the Armed Republic of Kuroga. Never! Never. The Armed Republic of Kuroga will last for thousand centuries. DJ Odyssey says, Anti, did your computer die? Obviously not. You are on it, Bird of Prey. Anti-Tracker says, hashtag MePoo, hashtag BedLife, hashtag Poo the Bed. DJ Odyssey says, no, pooing in the bed. Pooing the bed. Let's hope not. Although it's happened. Not often. Daniel's Hot Topic says, I don't think we may see a new Enterprise in the future because the J.J. Abrams movie are using the Enterprise, so legally CBS can't do the Enterprise. Daniel's Hot Topics, I'm assuming Anti-Tracker is going to disagree with you. DJ Odyssey, hashtag Pink Bunny Forever. Joseph says, yes, Joe, I spend not enough time in bed, so I count on you to balance it out. Well, that works. And Anti-Tracker goes, question marks, what was that? And John DeMarco says, let's not forget, hashtag turd party. And Anti-Tracker says, oh, he saw the message I timed that guy out for. Oh, yes. Thomas says, I would have banned him. It's a long story, Thomas. Anti-Tracker says, no, turd party in bed. Anti-Tracker says, Thomas, but I would not go that far unless Bird said to. Shronmore says that Birdo5 Prey global warming fan, so Captain Planet is your enemy then. Sure, why not? Welcome, Shronmore, by the way, and welcome, Robert Knowles. Hey, Bird. Welcome, Robert. DJ Odyssey says, my loyalty can be bought with a simple Fallout 4 Minuteman flag. I don't know what that is. Anti-Tracker says, April 1st, is that the thing we talked about? It is. It's the box. Shronmore says, the EU is keeping the time zones but getting rid of daylight savings after 2021. Josh Street says, it's Bird of Prey. Oh, wait, why did I say that? It's one of Bird's baby seal hats. What? I don't have... I'm missing my hair tonight. Damn it. I shouldn't have cut it so short. Maybe it'll grow. Maybe I can get it to grow back later. DJ Odyssey says, no, I'm not Bird. Another DJ kicked me off the air and told me to go to bed since I can't hardly even talk. Lol. I'm sorry about that, DJ. Take some time, have some chicken soup. You know, all those good things. Lots of fluids. Robert Knowles says, Anti-Tracker, I think your comments in the video were very well put together and a fair point to make. DJ Odyssey says, yeah, no complaints from me. What Anti-Checker said about Doomcock, spot on. Darth Kilhoun says the EU is putting software in cars that will force them to slow down if the driver goes over the speed limit. This is tyranny. Yeah, but, it was going to happen, and it's going to happen here. It's going to happen here, Darth, because there is no Second Amendment for cars. Okay? Cars are a privilege, not a right. That's what they've been indoctrinating us for 100 years, since cars have become popular, since Henry Ford brought it to the masses. Cars are a privilege, not a right. If we had a constitutional convention, you're damn well sure I would put in a right, not a guarantee, but a right that one could own a car if one so desired, and that car would never be remote controlled, or didn't have to be remote controlled. That there was an inalienable human right to drive your own Jeep or car. But an inalienable human right to drive your own Jeep off-road, anywhere you want, anywhere that the vehicle could take you, and that no man or woman or lizard creature could take that away from us. It was given to us by the Jeep God, the Jeep God, Jeepy the Jeep God. It was given to all of us, and we were endowed by our Creator with the power to drive. So yes, that will be in the new Constitution after the revolution. But until then, we have to fight for our right to drive ourselves. And no frickin' Elon Musk auto drive system is gonna stop me. Daniel's Hot Topics is TNG versus DS9. Very simple, Daniel's Hot Topics. DS9 all the way. TNG is not bad, but Deep Space Nine, way better. Way better. TNG took to season 3 to really become decent. Deep Space Nine was decent from the very first episode. Very first episode. There are probably 20 boring bad episodes of TNG. There is one bad episode of DS9, and maybe 4 or 5 boring episodes. Literally every other one I want to watch. It's not even close. I'd be hard pressed to even. The terrible episode is, of course, Move Along Home, and the boring episode that I can think of offhand is Dax, the one where the crazy guy comes aboard the station with spoiler alert, with some mercenaries, because the station is abandoned except for some key crew, except for the senior crew members, because of an ion storm or something. So they come on the station and they somehow get Odo into a bucket and trap him so he can't leave the bucket, because they knew about shapeshifters already. And yes, they take over, and this guy who was kicked out of the Trill program by Curzon comes to steal the Dax symbiont from Jadzia. And he gets it. And Jadzia has only hours to live. And of course, they manage to talk the guy out of doing it, although they also get help from his girlfriend, who realizes the new guy is no longer the guy she had fallen in love with, because now he's really Dax. And so they get the symbiote back out. So of course the other guy dies, but Jadzia lives, and then they never talk about it again. But Still better than many TNG episodes. And better than every single STD episode. Not even worth comparing. DJ Odyssey. I'm sorry, I backed up. Anti-Trigger says, thanks guys. It's nice to know that most of you see the point of that video. And even better to know that Bird admitted he poops in bed. You know, I think there's going to be a present in the box, Anti-Tracker. There'll be a present in the box. Thomas Potts says, lol. Darth Calhoun says, DS9 superior. DJ Odyssey says, Anti-Tracker, but he didn't need to smile when admitting about it. I smiled because I knew you guys were going to laugh. Miss Michelle says, hey, sorry, better late than never, Robin. Robin, I guess you are Miss Michelle. Welcome to the stream, Miss Michelle, or should I call you Robin? DJ Odyssey says, Illinois wants us to pay for each mile we drive, those bastards. Josh Street says, with that chip in the EU, it will give you a ticket as well. That's a good question. Daniel's Hot Topic says, Bird of Prey 5, did you see the episode where Captain Janeway slept with Chakotay and the next day she woke up to a mutton chop sideburns and everyone on Voyager called her Captain Sideburns? Let me think. No, I did not notice that episode. I do think they probably slept together more than once. On the episode where they were stranded on the planet because they had some virus that they couldn't fight, and she ordered Tuvok, don't go after the people who have the medical technology to fix this because, you know, they like to harvest organs. And so the crew was pissed with Tuvok for obeying the order until Kess, I think, finally talked him into disobeying the order. And then they got the cure and they came back, and of course just in time they came back because their habitat, their nice house out in the forest, was destroyed by some sort of super ion thunderstorm. Yes, a lot of ion storms out there apparently. Earth is just lucky, I guess. Yeah, and of course, just as they realize the whole place has been destroyed and they're really going from a decent living condition with replicators and stuff, they've got to basically go to caveman living. Voyager shows back up and they've got the cure, and of course they can continue on like none of it ever happened again. It's weird how they continue like nothing ever happens so many times. Thomas Potts says, because Illinois needs to get that actor money for the trauma he suffered. Yes. Josh Street says, oh God, Bird has gone on his Jeep rant. Anti-Trigger says, Jeepy the Jeep God. Wow, yes. But Darth Calhoun says, lizard people, what are Alex Jones? Anti-Trigger says, I think Bird needs new meds. That's probably true. And actually, I forgot to take my pill. Yes, I should take that. Good call, Anti-Tracker. Yeah, it's funny how Illinois keeps finding new ways to show how corrupt it is. Joseph says the cars will slow down, but you can still accelerate, and most probably it will have an off button. Schroenmore says Babylon 5 all the way for me. Oh, Schroenmore. Schroenmore, you're breaking my heart, actually. I don't hate Babylon 5. I never got into it because I think it was on like the same time as Deep Space Nine or something. And I just much prefer Deep Space Nine. And then by the time I tried to rewatch it, it was just seemed too old. Joseph says, move along home. Yeah. The one episode of Deep Space Nine that makes all the others look so much better in comparison. See, I would not remove Move Along Home from the series, because if we did, then some other episode would just become the worst episode. So I'm happy to leave Move Along Home in there so we all know what a bad episode looks like. And the truth is, the first 15 minutes of Move Along Home isn't even that bad. In fact, the whole story outside of the game isn't a terrible story. It's only about 50% of the scenes taking place inside the game that are dreadful. Anti-Tracker said, Schronmore, I am thinking about starting a Babylon 5 series. You may as well unsub now. Why would he unsub if he likes Babylon 5? I am so thinking about starting a B5 series. You may as well unsub now. I don't get it, Anti-Tracker. He just said that he loves Babylon 5. Are you planning on tearing Babylon 5 apart? It's been a long time. I got to do it every time I see it. Getting from there to here. Anti-Tracker is lolling at Josh Street. DJ Odyssey says, I'm considering trying to do a series thing myself. How does Galactica 80 sound for my first one? Yes, I think that's a great idea, DJ. Daniel's Hot Topic says, Anti-Tracker, there are rumors Disco will jump to the future at the end of Season 2. Yes, I believe you brought those up yesterday. I'm not surprised, although I am a little surprised because they can't jump too far into the future. They are doing a Season 3. At least so we've been told. Schronmore says, Anti-Tracker, looking forward to seeing it. Would never unsub from you. Bird or Lore. Why, thank you, Schronmore. Josh Street says, DJ Galactica 80 is one of Anti-Tracker's greatest series of all time. Josh Street says DJ Galactica 80 is Anti-Tracker's greatest series of all time. DJ Odyssey says, well, at least the series did end on a high note. John DeMarco says, I agree that DS9 is great, except for a handful of episodes. I think Quark in Drag was the worst. You know, I didn't mind that episode, especially for me. And you know my feelings on certain things. I had no problem with any of those episodes. I thought they were kind of funny. I don't believe it, although would a species that would do anything for profit go that far? They very well might. That's why I'm not part of that species. Anti-Tracker says, Daniel's Hot Topics, he doesn't buy that rumor. Thomas Potts says, Karoga is full of poop. Thomas, you can make fun of me all you want, but you make fun of Karoga, things are going to start happening. Daniel's Hot Topic says, the other guy with the Dax symbiont was Lino Luthor from Smallville. Well, I never watched Smallville either. Anti-Tracker says, Schronmore, well, I watched a couple of episodes of B5 recently. The story is good, but everything else just does not hold up. Daniel's Hot Topic says, Anti-Tracker, play scenes from Airwolf tonight. Yeah, he can't. If he does, that's the end of the stream. And then I won't get to see it tomorrow, Daniels. So, Anti-Tracker, so, true fact. Baby lizard slithered out of Janeway's Janeway. Yes. Daniel's Hot Topics is lolling. John Araki, welcome, John. Says the phage was corny. That's right, the phage. That's what it was. Burnham could have cured it in her sleep. Of course she could have. If only Burnham was still alive in the future and could have fixed everything wrong. Oh, wait, she did. Daniel's Hot Topic says Warp 10 infinite speed is cool. Thomas Potts says Karoga is extremely corrupt. But we're corrupt in a good way, Thomas. Corrupt in a good way. Josh Street, and yes, write that down, Thomas. Write that down. Josh Street says, yes, Daniel, Warp 10 is cool until you have lizard kids with your kidnapped captain on some jungle planet. I don't think Tom Paris minded. Schroenmore says, Anti-Tracker, they had a tiny budget. I really found some of the props funny. They used garden furniture for some of the scenes. Daniel's Hot Topic says the ships could go warp 12 and all good things. Well, actually, I think they went warp 13 at one point. I think they had a change of warp scales, which would only make sense if the top speeds of TNG ships were already getting to be like 9.975 and 9.998 and 9.999126. Obviously, that doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. Once all the ship speeds got up to the 9.9s, it would make sense to adjust the warp scale again so that, warp 11 is like warp 9.9 and warp 12 is like warp 9.99 and warp 13 is warp 9.999 and so on. In fact, going to an infinite scale never made any sense to begin with, but whatever. DJ Odyssey says, true fact, Babylon 5 had hotter women than Deep Space Nine. Hotter than Dax, Kira, Lita, other Dax. I feel like there were probably more than 4 women on the show. Cassidy Yates. Oh, I mean, there were... Oh, God. I was going to say there were the Kais, but... Yeah. So, you know what? DJ, I guess I'm not going to argue with you. I don't remember the women from Babylon 5, but it's possible. Not a hell of a lot of women on Deep Space Nine. Darth Calhoun says, Sisko is my favorite Starfleet captain because he isn't a preachy socialist. He's just a man trying to raise a son. Also, he's a wormhole alien who abandons his son at one point. Anti-Tracker says, Schroenmore, yeah, I get it, but I have to judge based on what I see. And the bridge of Babylon 5 looks like it was made in a basement of a 12-year-old. Thomas says, burn. Thomas Potts says, Disco died a long time ago. Disco Stew does not agree. I gotta put Disco Stew in a Disco Discovery episode or something. Schroenmore says, Anti-Tracker, I'd have said 14, but that was what's 2 years between friends. John Araki says, STD S3 will take place in the future of the Picard series and spoil all the plot threads. Very possible. Thomas Pod says, Bird of Prey thinks Quark in drag is sexy. I did not say that, nor did I imply it, nor do I believe it, Thomas. Anti-Tracker says, so confirmed. No, not at all. Not Ryan Johnson says, Disco was DOA. Daniel's Hot Topic says, people think they will go to the 33rd century, but Disco will go to the 28th century because the upgraded probe came from that time period. John Araki said, naked lore less than lore in drag, question mark. You'd have to ask someone who's seen lore naked, so I suggest asking Anti-Trekker. Josh Street says, Karoga has been nuked. No, it hasn't. DJ Odyssey says, wait, well, there you go, Auntie. Next Bird of Prey super chat can be him singing to Quark in drag. No! You know what? I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But I did not... I never said any of that. Tom Spud says, Anti-Trekker could have all his chats Bird of Prey ones. You see, now you will lose subscribers, because if all of your subscribers loved me, then I would have 7,500 and something subscribers. But the fact that I have 290, yes, 290, we are 10 away from the 300 sub party. Could happen as early as next week. Who knows? Or it might not ever happen, but we are closer than ever before. Yes, so, but if all of the AMP fans were my fans, I would have a lot more subscribers. Shromore says, Anti-Trekker, you know amphibian DNA is weird. I've seen Jurassic Park. The lizard babies might have been Toms. That's possible. DJ Odyssey says, waiting for Bird to include Moogie. Moogie. Another woman, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've got... Okay, going away from the regular cast. Because I think regular cast is literally just Jadzia / Ezri, Kira, Lita for a short time, Cassidy Yates. I mean, those were the reoccurring characters. And after that, I mean, you've got to start going to the Kais, Opaka, and the other one. And, I mean, then you got, oh, what do you got? The Klingon women. Quark, the House of Quark, Quark's Klingon wife. I mean, I will grant you, as much as I identify as a Klingon, Klingon women are not my first choice in the galaxy, but damn it, I would certainly take those Klingon women over fucking Moogie, or honestly, over either of the Kais. Yeah. Don't make me judge women on attractiveness. This makes me feel cheap and dirty. Daniel's Hot Topic says the first Dax was cool, the second one was meh. Yeah, I would have preferred long hair. Thomas Potts says lol DJ. Joseph says Case Masterson gave me so much to think about. John Araki says Ezri was the best of a bad situation. John, I liked Ezri after a while, but to be honest, it was the final season. If freaking Jadzia Terry Farrell really wanted out of her contract that bad, I would have said just kill her off and let her die. I didn't think we needed to waste several episodes of the last season getting to know a new Dax. That really, for one season, what the hell was the point? We had plenty of stuff we could have concentrated on in the last season. That said, looking back at it, it's still an excellent show. I wouldn't... at the time, I said this was a mistake. We don't need to learn about a new Dax. And every time she had screen time, I was like, damn it, we could be learning more about the Vorder or the Jem'Hadar or what the Dominion really is like in the Gamma Quadrant. but instead we were getting frickin' Esri and how she had problems with her mom. Joseph says Chase, of course. Schronmore says Babylon 5's Lita Alexander and Susan Ivanera, even Captain Lockley were beautiful. I don't remember who any of those people were. John Araki said Sideshow Bird of Prey 5. I don't know what you're getting at. DJ Odyssey says yes, they were Schronmore. DJ says Claudia Christian in her Playboy layout was just jaw-dropping. DJ Odyssey says Andrea Thompson as Talia Winters was good looking too. Anti-Trigger says, or it may happen tonight, ... Wait, what might happen tonight? Josh Street says, Anti-Trigger, the next bird singing should be him singing a love song to Worf. Anti-Trigger says, remind me to push for Bird to hit 300 tonight. Oh, subscribers could happen tonight. Yeah, I suppose it could. Thank you, Anti-Tracker. Thomas Potts is saying I have 292. Holy crap, we're up to 18 watching. Welcome all. This is a big stream for a little YouTuber like me. I am humbled. Wow, 292. Yeah, I was at 290 before I started. Thomas Potts. No, Thomas. He's thinking of Moogie naked. Oh, no. Can you imagine what all of Ferenginar looked like when all Ferengi women had to be naked all the time? DJ Odyssey is laughing. Darth Calhoun is saying Worf. Thomas Potts is Cisco's first wife. Yes, Jennifer. That is true, Jennifer. Although she wasn't a recurring character. She was a guest star for the first episode, and they replay scenes on a few other episodes. But yes, Jennifer. Definitely on the more attractive side compared to Moogie and the Kais and even the Klingon women. So yes. DJ Odyssey says, I hit the magic number 69 with that latest bunny vid, lol. Congratulations, DJ Odyssey. In fact, maybe we'll celebrate you in just a few minutes. Oh, and I got a new subscriber. Whoever, Canoic Sapien. I didn't get a good look at the name, but thank you so much for subscribing if you're here. John Araki says, birds like those androgynous women that Riker was banging in that one episode. Okay, first, at least she was a woman, okay? She was definitely being played by a female. So you can say you can say androgynous all you like, but she was a woman. Schroemore said, Bird of Prey, I'm actually 6 short of 3K. We may hit the milestone together. Well, very cool, Schroemore. And anybody who wants to, go ahead and go to Schroemore's channel. Let's see. I'm trying to get the link. Copy link address. Will this work? Or does it give me a dirty... Yes, there we go. Go to Schroemore's channel and check him out. And subscribe, maybe. And you can... Maybe we can get Schroemore to 3,000 during this stream. Trivia says, Qapla, Bird in chat. Hope all is well. Welcome, Trivia. Anti-Lore Reloaded. Wow, Anti-Lore Reloaded. Welcome. Says 7 more. Why do I suspect Anti-Lore Reloaded is an additional account of someone here? Says 7 more until Bird O Prey 5 hits 300. Clearly, it was just a typo. DJ Odyssey says, nope, he is 294 now. Wow. Awesome. Thomas Potts says, Susan, what? I don't. This John DeMarco says, I'll just add that Quark's Dabo table was well staffed. That is true. Although a lot of the alien-looking women there. Shromore says, if anyone watching is not already, please give Birdstream a like and sub his channel. Thank you so much, Shromore. And Anti-Tracker says, up to 18 watching. Actually, 20 watching, according to YouTube now. DJ says 19 now. And Josh Reed says, Bird is living the dream now. Yes. DJ says, you know, Joe kinda resembles Morn. You know what? I wouldn't mind being Morn. The hair on top. Morn, I'm gonna tell you, Morn got some action. I'm confident Jadzia and Morn had, you know, they were more than friends. Okay? And Morn was the glue that held Quarks together. In fact, I think me and Morn have a lot in common. They may have based Morn on my character, on me. True story. Does anyone remember, and you'd have to be like my age, like 40, probably, this short-running show, I believe it was on Fox, called Parker Lewis Can't Lose. For those who don't remember, it was kind of like a TV series based on Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but instead of the cool guy being Ferris Bueller, this guy was called Parker Lewis, and he was in high school or something, and he couldn't lose. You know, he was the cool guy, and it was basically Ferris Bueller's Day Off made into a TV show, if I had to explain it. But in the show was a bully, the school bully called Kubiak, if I remember. And he was this big guy. And he like always used to sit alone at lunch. And he'd like bring in this giant bag of food. And I don't know, but there's a small chance that character was based on me. Because I was going to junior high school in Brooklyn at the time. Now, the junior high school had a TV studio in the basement, a fully functioning TV studio. They would actually broadcast some cable access or public access shows from there. And it wasn't a big studio, but it was nice. And so one of the cool things, of junior high was my worst school of all by a long shot as an overall time there. But it did have this cool television studio in the basement. So for whatever reason, we had found out that there were television people from a TV show observing us in lunchroom one day. We didn't know any details, only that they were there to observe what the school cafeteria, what lunchtime really looked like, because they were working on a TV show based on a school. And like 6 months later, maybe, this show Parker Lewis Can't Lose came out. And I, at the time, when my hair was long and plentiful, and I looked really mean, because I was not a happy kid, and I was pretty much damn near full grown by junior high school. 6'4" full grown. Maybe I was 6'2", 6 foot. I don't know. I was big. I was a lot bigger than most. in junior high. And yeah, and I did bring a big lunch to school. I did not buy the crap food the school served. So yeah, that very well. I tried to take lunch in the computer rooms, but they weren't always available, and sometimes I had to go into the actual cafeteria with the masses, the awful, awful masses, and I would try to find a table in the corner alone so I didn't have to be bothered by the mean people that went to the school. And yes, and I think one of the people who I think was observing came over and just saw me looking all angry because I didn't want to be in the frickin' lunchroom and eating my frickin' 4-course lunch, and probably just thought, oh, this must be the school bully because he's bigger and meaner looking than everyone, even though, truth be told, if anything, I was the one being bullied. But, So, yeah. Parker Lewis can't lose. Wikipedia it. Google it. I'm pretty sure Kubiak was based on me. Josh Street says, Bird is living the dream now. Alright, I kind of resemble Morn. Thomas Potts says, lol. Anti-Trigger says, oh my god, lol. Bird, spit up some latinum for me. That's where I hid all the money, in my 4 stomachs. Josh Street says, lol. Yes, Quark says, this is just worthless gold. Thomas Potts says, we don't know what younger Ferengi look like. Well, we saw Nog. Young female. I would imagine they look like young male Ferengi. Much like with longer, well, I guess they don't have hair. With smaller lobes. Shronmore says, I'd take movie over Luxwana any day. Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. No, I wouldn't. I would take Luxwana over Moogie. Yeah, I think I would. I mean, honestly, I have no idea what the woman under the makeup looks like. But if I had to take her in makeup like she was actually a Ferengi, I would take the human. I mean, Luxwana is old, but that was really her only issue. And there I put in Shronmore's channel. Shronmore says, be warned, I do Catholic apologetics. And I'm going to pretend I know what that means. John Meyer says, we need Anti-Punchy the Cat. Anti-Trigger says, at Lore Reloaded is real Bird. He's subbed to me for a long time. Anti-Lore Reloaded is real. He's subbed to me for a long time. Very cool, Anti-Lore Reloaded. I am sorry if I made a mistake. But yes, very cool. Thank you so much. Anti-Trigger says, up to 20. No, down to 19. 19, 18, 17, 18... 89, 77, 89, 16. Oh my god, this is like the stock market. Actually, 22 right now, according to YouTube. DJ Odyssey said if Bird would put on the dead baby seal again, he could have 30. Maybe. Thomas Potts says some big number. B, welcome B, says Thomas's calculator is broken. John Meyer says mourn life. And I gotta take a double check because every time I see that, the R and the N, it looks so much like mom. So I don't know if you're saying mom life or mourn life. But no, it's definitely mourn life. Because I'm not a mother. I can't do mom life. Maybe mom will do mom life one day. DJ says, yeah, Parker Lewis can't lose. Same dude that played Jonas Quinn on Stargate SG-1. Ah, well, that would make sense. John Meyer says, Latinum goes to his belly, Scottish accent. DJ says, I see 21 now. Guys, 21, I'm going to take a short break. Please, please honor DJ Odyssey with this short video, and I will be right back. Thank you, DJ, for entertaining us today. Be right back. Don't worry. I'm going to try real hard to grow some hair. Dun 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 dun. It's so close. So close to the end. Good news, everybody. I managed to grow some hair, and guess what? Came out a little different. I didn't have a chance to brush it, but yeah, it's real. It is 100% real hair. You can touch it. Go ahead, touch it. Yeah. Might have a passing resemblance to somebody who was just exonerated. I don't know. But yeah, this is it. This is my new hair. Joseph says, what is the name of the episode where Esri is looking for the serial killer shooting people through walls? That is a pretty cool episode, Joseph. I was actually just thinking about that episode the other day. Because, man, that is the type of technology that they would actually have to deal with. And you don't really see bad people using tech. I mean, granted, you see bad people using tech in movies and stuff, but not every time bad person gets tech is it worth it to make a movie. So it's kind of like that episode. Schronmore says DJ Odyssey says he also played Harold in The Stand. John DeMarco says Field of Fire. Anti-Tracker yelled Thomas. I don't know why. DJ Odyssey says, so Joe, are you saying you used to look like a Wookiee instead of Morn? Yeah. DJ Odyssey says, yep, Harold Lauder. John Meyer says The Stand is great. Anti-Tracker says, I was big, a lot bigger than most. in junior high. Berto Prey 5. Well, it's true. John Meyer says Wookiee life. Thomas Potts says lol. Oh, that's why you were saying Thomas. Josh Drake says Bird has confirmed that he is lore reloaded. Joseph says thank you, John. Schronmore says DJ Odyssey. That would make him Mookie. Oh, jeez. Darth Calhoun, why is gold worthless in Trek? I assume because it can be replicated. DJ says lol. Dale Stafford says what's up, party peeps. Welcome, Dale. And Dale, I know, I remember. I owe you something, Dale. And there you go. I promised and I delivered, Dale. John Meyer says there is no Wookiee client privilege. John DeMarco says gold can be replicated. Exactly. Thomas Potts says 3K Schronmore. Very cool. Schronmore says 22 now. Darth Calhoun says, ha, I'm Catholic and I will never apologize for the Crusades because there have been hundreds of jihads. Okay, I'm not going to get into it because I'm a very, very bad Catholic. I'm not even Catholic. I mean, I was born into a Catholic family and I was baptized Catholic, but never confirmed, and I don't pretend I know Catholic doctrine other than listen to the Pope and pray to different saints for different things, which seems a little anti-monotheistic, and from the very few lines I read of the Bible, seems to directly contradict one of the 10 Commandments, but hey, the Pope says it's okay, so who am I to say no? Josh Street says, we had 23. John Meyer says, gold in the future is fiat currency. Latinum can't be printed or counterfeited. Robert Knowles says, elementary school was my worst years. I had a temper and would more times than not get into fights with people from the older grades who would pick on younger kids. I would step in, so yeah. Yeah, very noble, Robert Knowles. So this is kind of like my school breakdown. Very first school I went to, kicked out for biting. I've told this story. So I was kicked out of a public school from kindergarten for biting a kid who deserved it because it was my turn on the swing set and this idiot jumped the line. So then I went to a private school called Big Apple. And I went to kindergarten there. Actually, I think it was pre-K and kindergarten there. I'm not sure. My sister ended up going there too because I was already going there. And then we moved, so we went to another public school. So I started first grade in public school in Canarsie, Brooklyn, PS 272, the Curtis Estabrook School. And Principal Arthur Isman, who was the one who did the nuclear bomb marshmallow fission experiments I told you guys about already. And the first year was pretty good. I had a teacher, was in a regular class, strong Jamaican accent, but very, very nice teacher. I really enjoyed first grade. Second grade was hell. I had this awful, awful teacher who had no business teaching. Okay, yes. I will get to this in a minute, but I would like all of you who are here, all 20 of you who are here right now, I guess the hair has scared a couple of people away, please type in right now into the chat how you spell the word cookies, or cookie, which one was it? Cookies, plural. How do you spell cookies? Like Oreo cookies. I am going to eat 12 Oreo cookies, like is what I might have done at the time. So how do you put in cookies? And then I'll get to that story. But she was just this awful, awful biatch of a teacher, and kids would be cheating off me, so I'd put like my folders up to block these kids from cheating on me, and she'd come and knock them down and tell me nobody was cheating off me, and she would be wrong because like one of the kids' mothers saw my mom on like teacher parent conference day or something and said, "Oh, well, you must be Joe's mom. I love when my no good son sits next to Joe because he always gets 100 on his tests." Mom almost punched her, but she restrained herself, which was good. Anyway, even though I was doing good on tests, I have a problem with terrible teachers. So I was kind of a problem student, I guess. And they wanted me they wanted to put me in special ed and not the good special. Not the good special. And my parents didn't know much, but they knew enough that they said we better get a second opinion. And they had me tested. And yes, I tested not, it turned out that I wasn't really meant for special ed. I was meant for the advanced classes. I was going too slow. That was the problem. Like the Simpsons episode, Bart the Genius, except I was legit supposed to be in that school where Bart was not. And once third grade came, they put me in the advanced class, which was called Astor at the time, and later it got changed to Astral because the Astor family stopped funding it. But yeah, with the smarter kids, the more advanced kids, and yes, then I started doing much, much better in school. And I really enjoyed third, fourth, and fifth grades, which were all in PS 272. Then I went to junior high, which was actually called intermediate school, because instead of before my grade, elementary school used to be first through sixth, but then they changed it to first through fifth, and they made what used to be junior high used to be seventh, eighth, and ninth. Then became intermediate school, which was instead 6th, 7th, and 8th. So the youngest, and we were the first class of our age to go to the new school. So we were the youngest kids there in a long time. And it was terrible. Politics-wise, demographics-wise, we were pooled in with kids from more troubled areas of Brooklyn, so to say. And some bad things happened. I was on the receiving end of some bad stuff. An angry bird of prey dad would go down to the school and start yelling at people that I was not safe, and that one point he was threatening to hire bodyguards. He did. He was telling the principal that if they don't get their freaking act together, he was going to hire a bodyguard to come and stand with me all freaking day. And he was serious. He was serious. And this was during a short time that he could have potentially done that. As time went on, it would have become financially not feasible, but at this point, it would have still been technically feasible. Anyway, my father saw some messed up stuff going on in that school. This was about the time that he started believing that they should convert the basements to jail cells and put all the problem students in prisons in the basements of the school so that they could get used to prison, because that's where they were headed. And you know what? He was probably right, I bet. Unfortunately, some of them ended up dying, but others probably did end up in prison. Yeah, I know. I remember. So yeah, that was sad. That was because the smart kids had to mix with the other kids throughout the day, because we would change classes. Now, that's not to say the smart kids were perfect. There were 2 advanced classes in every grade. And, I remember I don't know if it was my senior year or what, but there was this teacher, Mrs. VC, who was like, now for people who grow up in New York, like an actual, well, she was English, Mrs. VC, yes. She was like proper English person. And New Yorkers, at least those of us in Canarsie, Brooklyn, it's a rainbow of diverse cultures, but actual English people, very, very few of. I mean, kind of things you only see in like freaking movies. So we did not have a lot of first-hand knowledge of people with her senses and sensibilities. And yeah, that's just my hair. Don't worry about my hair falling out. And she came across as mean. And one day she was out sick, and my class had her the last class of the day, but the class before that was the other smart class that had her. And when we came into class for the last class of the day, and the substitute teacher was in the room the whole day, the room was wrecked beyond all reason. She had hundreds of books stacked in the back. They were all ripped up like freaking like animals, like a pack of monkeys were let loose in this room. There were books thrown. Because her roof, the windows of the classroom overlooked. She was on the 3rd floor, overlooked the 2nd floor roof, so you could technically go out the window and get on the roof. Kids had literally jumped out the window while the substitute teacher was in class and was throwing all these papers, her papers from her desk, literally on the roof of the frickin' school building. And we came to this classroom and it was destroyed, and like the substitute just like didn't know what to do, and we all just frickin' sat there quietly for the class period, like looking at it. And I was just looking at this stuff like, oh my God, how could this have happened? I mean, I was only 14 years old or something, 15, not even, not 13 maybe, right, because I was 17 when I graduated high school. So 16, 15, 14, 13. At most, I was 13. So I was 12 or 13 when this happened. And, I mean, just looking at this, I felt bad for the woman. Because I knew she didn't expect to be coming back to whatever the hell she was coming back to. I don't know what the hell happened with the substitute teacher or what happened with the prior class. Honestly, I'm still not sure what happened with the prior class. I know it wasn't our class. People asked, was it your class? They're like, no, it wasn't us. It was like that when we got here. So I think people assume it was the earlier class. Although, to be honest, I don't know. But maybe, I mean, she probably had other classes during the day. So I don't know why it seemed to be one of ours. But oh, it was such a, it was sad. It was actually sad to see. As much as I didn't like her class or anything, it was just this giant display of like Antifa anarchy against education, I guess. It was sad. It was a sad day. Anyway, so that was junior high. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading so we can get to the cookies. But then, high school was pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't the most popular kid, but I wasn't the least popular kid. So, not bad. And then college was much, 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 much better than everything that had come before it. So, and then the first 10 years I was working was much better than college. And then I landed in bed. So that brings us to where we are today. So let me keep going and see how you guys spelled cookies. Robert Knowles says, elementary school was my worst years. I had a temper. Oh, I read that. Sorry, Robert. Thank you, though. John DeMarco says, apologetics refers to the defense or belief of other point of view, not the same as an apology. Robert Knowles says, grades 5 and 6 sucked. Lol. John Meyer DeMarco is correct. DJ says, well, at least he muted it. Oh, damn it. I had it muted. You people got out. You people got lucky. Dale Statford retracted. Sharon Moore says, thanks everyone for 3,000 K. I think you mean 3,000 or 3K. 3,000 K would be a real accomplishment. Thomas Potts, thanks for letting me know. John Meyer says, bunny life. Josh Street says, Bird has the pink angel. Yes, that's a great name for DJ, the pink angel. Anti-Trigger says, hey DJ, you have a green screen by chance. Josh Street says, hope Bird is paying you for these. DJ says, no, I need to get one. John Meyer says, Watership Down has time travel. DJ says, would be nice now that I finally got this room remodeled. Anti-Trigger says, yeah, you do. I will put you in STD in place of the Red Angel if you do. DJ is laughing. John Meyer says, do it. John DeMarco says, Bird doesn't even know we couldn't hear the music through that. Lol. Yeah, I didn't. Anti-Trigger says, it's Aquaman. No! Not Aquaman. John Meyer says, you can tell the bunny was added to STD because no ganglia response from Saru. Well, actually, Saru had lost his ganglia by this time. Daniel's Hot Topic says, is that Mountain Dew I see behind Mr. Pink Bunny? Dale says, Stylin. Anti-Tracker says, Thomas. DJ says, it's Trump's the third. Laughing. And Anti-Trigger says, go ahead, touch it, Bird of Prey 5. Thomas says, why do you have so much different hair? I don't know, Thomas. It's the way I was made. Josh Street says, DJ, the only difference between you and Dancing Lore is you don't make me want to bleach my eyes out. DJ says, Diet Mountain Dew at Daniel's Hot Topics. Daniel's Hot Topics says, cool. John Meyer says, Trump collusion false, Bird collusion confirmed. No, I've been exonerated, damn it. I've been exonerated. Oh, man, I'm way behind. I see cookies, though. Daniel's Topic says, I like Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Thomas says, those quotes back to back are going to cause questions. Oh. Anti-Lore Reloaded said, did Bird steal one of Trump's baby seals? This was not a baby. And the hair is not having the effect it used to have, where you're losing some people. I think I might have to go back to the other hair after this. Anti-Tracker says, lol. Daniel's Hot Tropics says, Star Trek Discovery Perpetual Infinity is in an hour and lots of answers coming. Well, that would be cool. Though I don't know how many answers are coming. Dale Stafford says, thank you, Bird. I wasn't going to ask, but I appreciate you remembering. No problem, Dale. That's what I'm here for. John DeMarco says, Bird of Prey, physical therapy specialist since kindergarten. John DeMarco says, cookies, COOKIES. Anti-Tracker says, and he's back to racist, had a Jamaican accent, but nice person. So that means that someone with an accent is not nice. No, it doesn't mean. It means that I had a lot of trouble understanding her. Because in case you don't know, I have a lot of trouble understanding when people talk in general. So understanding somebody with a thick accent is hard to do. It was especially hard for a young Bird of Prey to understand someone with a thick Jamaican accent. But I understood her enough and got along with her. It had nothing to do with her race. And she understood me despite my minor speech impediment. And John Meyer says cookies. And Thomas Potts says cookies. And DJ Odyssey says cookies. Schronmore says cookies. John DeMarco says cookies. Anti-Trigger says cookies. Josh Reed says if Crusaded should have had an apology, should have been in the Fourth Crusade that attacked Constantinople. Dale Stratford says cookies. John Araki said cookies. Josh Street says cookies. John Araki then says panties. Trivia says cookies. Camille, welcome Camille. Camille, Anti-Tracker's here. Camille, that is my nurse, who everybody I introduce as my nurse, technically PCA. But Camille is here. Welcome, Camille. I hope you're still here. I know I'm about 15 minutes behind on the chat. Thomas Pat says, did you bite the teacher? I wish. Josh Reed says, or cookies. Kane Wick Sapien, welcome Kane Win. Thank you for subscribing. Says cookies sounds like someone is cookies with a K. DJ says nookies. Okay, so here's the thing. You guys all would have failed the spelling test. Because that's what I felt it as too. She marked that wrong and corrected it to COOKYS. Cookies with a Y? When you were teaching us that Y is replaced by IE? When you pluralize a word? Besides, no one in their right mind has ever seen the word cookies spelt with a YS. So, Mom, pissed at this less than perfect spelling test. Well, I was never really good at spelling, so honestly, I didn't get great marks on spelling tests to begin with, but damn it, I was right about cookies. So, Mom takes it to the principal. Principal opens a dictionary, because in those days, that's what you did. You didn't go to Google. And sure enough, Merriam-Webster actually said that COOKYS was an acceptable spelling of cookies. Though nobody in the world uses that spelling. But cookies, COOKIES, was the preferred spelling. So the teacher was spared some embarrassment, but still, I don't know where the hell she was from, but everybody in New York and across this country and even across the world spells cookies COOKIES, except for John Araki, who spells them PANTIES, which I suspect, if we looked it up on Google, is a acceptable spelling these days. Thomas Potts says, did you bite the teacher? No, but I should have. DJ Odyssey says, nookies. Canewick Sapien says, hats off to Mama Bird. Thank you. Kennewick? Is it Kennewick or Kenwick? Kennewick. I believe it's Kennewick. Mom says, thank you. John Meyer says, Nookie Monster is on Bird's head. I'm a little concerned that this is actually made of asbestos. It's kind of giving me a dry throat. Oh no. No. Gotta find where I was. Damn it. Hats off to Mama Bird. Okay. Dale Stafford says, I was 21 watching. Woohoo. Dale Stafford says, I was shy. I let the teachers walk all over me when I should have spoke up. Very, very. Well, listen, you made it this far. You know, everything that happened before this only help make you the person you are today. So, I think about if I had the ability to go back and change my life, would I? Well, I would probably stop people I know from dying, but I wouldn't really change my schools or something because I couldn't imagine living different life than I have now. Although I would take that chance to have, aunts, grandfathers, and parents, my dad alive again. I would do things like that. But, if you screw up history too much, you might never be born. Thomas Potts says, I wish a fan would suddenly turn on. It's well held in place. Schronmore says, my second grade class teacher was a horrible woman. Beat some of the kids from poorer families. Wow. That is tough. The multi-gun man says, I have to look at CBS STD in 25 minutes. They didn't wear a condom. Oh. John Araki says, did you sit next to Waspinator at your super advanced school? No, I don't think I did. Although, I don't know if he went by a different name at the time. Josh Street says, the multi-gunman. Oh, welcome, multi-gunman. I'm so sorry. I forgot to say hello. Welcome, multi-gunman. Multi-gunman, I hope you're using condoms with CBS when you go out and watch STD. John DeMarco says, very similar thing happened to me. One school thought I had ADD, but the new school figured out I belonged in the advanced classes. Yeah. Apparently that's a real thing. People honestly can't tell the difference between smart and, behavior issues. The multi-gun man says, Josh Street, I double up on the condoms when I'm dealing with CBS. They're always good to practice that safe tracking, multi-gun man. Josh Street's lolling. John Meyer says, I thought Bird always had mafia bodyguards. No, young me did not. Anti-Tracker says, John Araki, Waspy was in super duper mega ultra advanced school for demigods. My sister just texted, I'm here. Yay. Now that will probably cost her about $50 because she is actually in Costa Rica, which I'm sure I pronounced in a very, appears I can text from the room. Excellent. Hope it's not costing you an arm and a leg. But very cool that she is, because we didn't think we'd have any communication with her. She went to an eco retreat in the frickin' middle of the jungle of Costa Rica, which if we have time later, I will show you the website for. Yes, she just decided the other day that, hey, it's time to go to Costa Rica. And that's what she gave us, 2 days notice, saying, hey, Thursday I'm headed down to Costa Rica. I'm not gonna ask her because I literally think that these might cost $1 a text. But I'm sure if she had a problem, she would let us know. The fact that she can text from her room really means a lot, because if there's an emergency, we were really worried. I was honestly up for hours last night just worrying about her. Trivia says Dungeons and Bodyguards. Josh Reed says Anti-Tracker did Waspy ride on the same bus as STD. Anti-Tracker says proper English person as opposed to broken English person. Anti-Tracker, I don't know how to say it, but just say it. She would come right out of a movie about English teachers from England. Okay? Like right out of Central Casting. Which you do not get. While New York is a diverse city, we are not often, our diversity does not extend in that direction, usually. Dale Stafford says teachers often resent talented and gifted students because they question things. And oh my God, did I question things. Thomas Potts says my brain is hunger. Anti-Tracker says Josh Street, no, Waspy is driving the STD bus. Josh Street says Anti-Tracker, that's why STD is so bad. DJ Odyssey says that's racist. No, I wasn't being racist. Multi-Gunman says Anti-Tracker, did the passengers have to wear helmets? Thomas Potts says 295. Very, very cool. Multi-Gunman, no. Regular. Like zoo animal. DJ Odyssey says, I don't know. Ask Bird. DJ Odyssey says, and the Enterprise just came out of Bird's ear in his room. The Multi-Gunman says, I'm waiting for him to bring out... No! I'm not going to do a live stream in blackface. No. This okay, let's... You guys. DJ says, that would be bad. Yes, it would. Dale says it must have been Sweat Hogs Gang. The Sweat Hogs Gang. DJ Odyssey says, well, I call him Horse Shack last night and his mother laughed. Lol. Schronmore says, I'm 20 plus, never mind how many years out of school, but it's fun to reminisce. Dale Stafford says, up your nose with a rubber hose. Lol. DJ says, I have my 30th class reunion this year. Ugh. Go in the bunny suit, DJ. They can't resist the bunny suit. Thomas Pod says, I don't have to worry about class reunions. No one on school knew who I was. That's... Dale Stafford says, DJ Odyssey, I just avoided mine last year. I graduated early. Oh, it was a huge, just jointed school and lost my friends. Didn't go to it. Stromore says, yes, that was 3K, not 3,000K. And I forgot what it's like to have such beautiful, beautiful hair. Should I part it the other way? Put a curl in it. The Multi-Gunman says Saru has one ganglia left. Oh, it's hanging between his legs. She says, you people are sick. You people are sick. Hair looks like you're leaving for a gay pride parade. I doubt that. The DJ is laughing. Multi-Gunman says, Bird is carrying the rainbow flag in the parade. Oh, God. Anti-Tracker says, you know Bird is in NYC. I would love to see a giant balloon of Bird with that hair. The Multi-Gunman says, we all say cookies. Anti-Tracker says minor speech impediment equal Jack Daniels syndrome. Daniel's Hot Topic says, cookies. The Multi-Gunman says he said panties there at one point, so I believe it's panties. Thomas says New York City schools. Dale Stratford says cookies with a Y. Wow. Yes. Hey guys, look behind you. There's something coming. Did you see it? Ah, shit. I lost the background. Son of a bitch. Let's try and get it back. Oh, man, it's so cool. Okay. Oh. I think my hair beamed to the mirror universe. I don't know. Oh, man, that is... I don't know how you people with hair do it. It's hot. It's hot. I can feel my head radiating out, cooling down the body. Thomas Potts says NYC, and immediately I lost two 2 viewers since I took off the hair. Thomas Bond says New York City schools. Trivia says she was a cookie. The Multi-Gunman says don't forget about panties. Multi-Gunman, are you sure she wasn't kooky with a K? I'm not sure about anything. DJ Odyssey says I'd still take Nookie over a cookie. Yeah. Schronmore says, to be honest, I never bothered to spell cookies. I just ate them. And then he put 3 cookies into the chat. If you're going to put in cookies, Schronmore, put in enough for all of us. Daniel's Hot Topic says, when I was in kindergarten, a kid took the book I was reading. He yanked it out of my hand. And I was so pissed, I bit him on the knee so hard. He started crying. And the teacher, Mrs. Everson, took me to the office and I got in trouble. Good for you, Daniel's Hot Topics. More people need to bite a-hole kids while they're still kids. Maybe they won't grow up to be a-hole adults. I'd like to think that I did my part to help the world. Multi-Gunman says that blonde wig is Bird of Prey's panty remover. When he puts that on, the panties everywhere drop. DJ Odyssey says, Bird looks like one of the Backstreet Boys now. Anti-Tracker says, your sister is at an eco-retreat. Bird is an SJW confirmed. No! Related to, perhaps, but no, not me. DJ Odyssey says, or a Village People groupie. You decide. Oh. DJ Odyssey says, Bird, I have a serious question for a change. Okay. If you was going to do all the openings for Star Trek shows, why did you leave out the best one, the Mirror Universe Enterprise opener? Very good answer, DJ Odyssey. I didn't do this. I downloaded it about 45 seconds before I started broadcasting. Yeah, I didn't do it. Somebody else put this together. I was just happy they left Star Trek Discovery out. But you know what, DJ? That's a good idea. Maybe I will download or edit up the opening of the Mirror Universe and play that as a background for one of the days we have nothing else going on. Thomas Potts says, where is the STD opener of RHE animated series? Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey, Monroe sing Happiness Birthday. Monroe sing Happiness Birthday. I don't get that. DJ Odyssey says, we may be sick, but you still consider us friends, lol. So who is sicker? I'm not gonna rank you. You don't rank your friends. DJ Odyssey says, welcome back, Morn. Thank you. Good to be back. Thomas Potts says, what is with you people biting? You people. And Schronmore now puts in the correct number of cookies. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you, Schronmore. Now that's enough cookies for me. What about everybody else? DJ Odyssey says, don't look at me. I don't bite people. I may nibble on a female a little, but not bite. Yeah. I'm sure that's what you do. So, made it through. But our nations are enemies, says Thomas. Okay, well, whatever. So, let's go back to the Opera web browser, which, of course, I have to bring up. So, yes, this is where my sister is. Pachamama, Costa Rica. I have no idea. A lot of yoga, a lot of juicing. They're all vegetarian. I mean, I don't even know what species this guy is. Valayan? I guess he's Valayan. Valayan is deeply influenced by the discipline of the Master Zen Hu Yang. Uh, a Shaolin monk trained and guided in the temples of China. This lineage holds up the energy over. Read more. No, I don't need to. I mean, I, I don't know how my sister does it. I honestly don't. Uh, uh, Therapists. Oh, these are the therapists. Visiting therapists. They don't mean like therapists. They mean like yoga therapists. Uh, I mean, the problem is these are all barefoot hippie people. So, no offense to barefoot hippies, but you know they smell. You know they don't shower. And I'll grant you, okay, I technically haven't been in a shower in a while, but I do wash. Although these people think that wasting water is probably bad for Mother Earth. Um, oh, DJ, is this one of your relatives? DJ Tonya. Tonya has been a trance music DJ for over 20 years and played all over the world. 7 years ago, he discovered rock music. and and was immediately captured by the creativity, the talent, and the spirit of the 60s and the 70s. He was a DJ for over 20 years and didn't discover rock music until 7 years ago. This is so ridiculous. This, I would think, was from Star Trek Discovery. How does that happen? How is one a DJ for over 20 years and not discover rock music for the first 13 of those years? I am at a loss. I did not plan this. I was just randomly clicked on things. I saved this website because I knew I'd find something interesting on it. And damn it, it paid off. Since then, he has mastered knowledge and acquaintance with the music of the golden era. Using psychedelic and progressive rock, he created themed rock journeys and is invited to play regularly in many countries. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't I don't understand. There's clearly something I'm missing. What else? What else do we have? What's your story, Raji? Raji is a trained body worker and therapist and has been working with people since 1990. She studied several different therapy and healing modalities. Trauma healing, somatic experiencing, and learned in the Amazonians and the learned in the Amazonas and Peruvian Caradules. Okay, I am not good at Spanish. Raji studied also Tao Yoga with Mentak Cha, continuum movement, and is a certified teacher of contemporary dance and a trance dance facilitator. A trance dance facilitator. She has a long history of passionate study and practice of yoga, music, and meditation. I can just see that on the resume. What do you specialize in? Word, Excel, PowerPoint? No. I'm a trance dance facilitator. You're hired. In the last 30 years, Raji explored various ways to work with the body and the spirit, with the movement and the stillness, sound and silence, energy and matter. So basically just opposites. Raji offers workshops to share her experience and passion for transformation and healing, for tantra and relationships, woman's work, meditation, art and expression, and working with people. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop reading because I'm judging people who I probably shouldn't be judging. Okay, that guy's weird. Learn the ancient ways. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What? Oh, God. Okay, fine. About Pachamama. Pachamama is a powerful gateway to profound transformative growth. Okay, the ecological spiritual community of Pachamama is located in Guana Castle, Costa Rica, is a platform for a deep voyage of healing, self-acceptance, and expansion of consciousness. That sounds like they probably just do LSD. Pachamacha is also an international and alternative off-grid village. Nothing of that sounds inviting. Where people live their normal lives. Nothing normal. Nothing about this is normal. Normal lives in harmony with nature. There is no belief system practiced here. Well, I guarantee you there is. Rather, a safe space is created for each fellow traveler to shed old layers, transcend limitations, and discover wholeness. 6 pillars that hold alternative way of life are meditation, emotional healing, physical rejuvenation, native ceremonies, ecological living, and mystical musical journeys. Yes, I'm convinced this is probably a cult. Well, whoever wants to volunteer to go help get my sister out of this cult, please press 1 in the chat. We'll be in touch. Speaking of my sister, she's put up some new pictures of the bear. She took him out to a bar, and yeah, I told her that he was too young to drink. She said it was too late, and then she sent me a picture of him actually passed out on the bar, but I guess she didn't post that picture. So yeah, and this was him getting ready to go out, and apparently I did not know how to use Instagram until earlier today, when I realized there was actually more pictures than just the one picture in each of these boxes. Now this would have been better had he actually been solving the Rubik's Cube, but no. Okay, so that is Theodore Theodorable on Instagram. So if you have not yet followed Theodore Theodorable on Instagram, please do. And now I want to come to this. I talked about it before, but not in a long while. It is called pixelzone.io. And it is basically a free, open to the entire web, like bulletin board, graphic drawing program that anyone can come and draw anything at any time. The catch is you can only put down 1 pixel at a time, and then there's several seconds before each pixel will go down. And the more you put down, the longer it takes. So you can tell that some of these things took, like here. I mean, this is what I drew, and look, some idiot put a purple dot here, so we got to get rid of it, and we're gonna get rid of it. Here, I want to keep my little area clean. This is my little section. I've carved it out. I've kept it up for months now, actually. Anti-tracker, if you want to make your own little turd or something up here, you're welcome. But if you zoom out, you can really get a, I mean, look at all, think of how long it took to make frickin' 5 little pixels down. Just look, every single one of these had to be put down and with at least 5 seconds between them. There are some amazing drawings on here. There are also some very racist drawings because it is the internet. But look, I mean, look at this. Some of these are just freaking beautiful. I don't know what that is in reference to, but I can tell talent when I see it, and that definitely needed some talent. Darth Vader over here. Now, very rarely are these big things done by one person. Usually, like, a bunch of people get on a Discord channel and lay out what they're going to draw. Like here, I'm sure this Pixel Britain. So you go to discord.io/Pixel Britain, and, you know, maybe you guys will come together and, you know, because it's not only that you get to draw this, but you've got to keep it up. Because, I mean, if I was an a-hole, I could come in here and I could write FU right across it, or long live France. But I don't want to do that. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Oh, I don't know if they're filling it in with these blue boxes or what, but you got Pac-Man. And you can just keep zooming out, and I guess that's as far as you can zoom out. But I mean, there is some crazy stuff here. Now, it's not infinitely big. There is a limited, well, wow, look at that. Oh my God. I mean, okay, that's clearly brony stuff. But wow. Just that must have taken days. Days of time to make. Probably hundreds of people coordinated to make this image. I mean, even just all this white background. I mean, that must have taken forever. What are these? Pony? I don't even know what they are, but 2019, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't really go looking around a lot. Oh, maybe Captain Redneck was here. I don't know. We got a little UN thing going on here. A lot of Discord advertisements. Discord.io. Disco? No, Discord. Discord.io. I don't know. Somebody wrote out. Somebody wrote gay. Yeah, probably. That wasn't me. Oh, okay. We got something going on here. I feel like I'm looking through like a cluster of galaxies. But these are all people, you know. People put time in. Like, we got a little... I was going to say, Jesus Christ. I was going to say, it looks like we got a Patriot here, but I zoom in and there's a SWAT sticker. So, yeah, I mean, there's going to be stuff that isn't cool. But, yeah. It's really cool is the overall service and the very fact that this is not wall-to-wall penises. really gives you some respect that the internet is not as awful as we were led to believe. So yeah, this is cool. And you know, if you get some free time, now I'll grant you, since I've been playing City Skylines, oh, there's something for Luke. since I've been playing City Skylines, I really don't have time to just come and waste here because freaking. You see, look, here we go. I'm gonna fix. I'm gonna do France. I'm gonna fix. I'm gonna fix this for France. You know, I don't have time to waste here, but I would definitely do it, especially if I was still working and I had a few minutes to waste. Pixelzone.io. There's nothing to sign up for. There's no account. You just start drawing or erasing a drawing, whatever. Now, if you had a wheel on a mouse, it would make life a lot easier. I have a laptop. I don't have a wheel on the mouse, so it does make zooming in and out a bit difficult. But if you have a mouse, it's much easier. Let's just make this unrecognizable. We don't have to fill in the whole thing, and that'll be my good deed for the day. And anyway, yeah, so pixelzone.io. Come out, hang out, find your own area, and whatever area you're in, if you go to your web browser, it'll give you the link. So if you share that link with somebody, it will bring them exactly to that point on the board, I guess, on the drawing board. So, like if you scroll down, that number, the coordinates change. No, I don't want to find you on Discord and Facebook. And 2 more. And I think that's good enough. Yeah, I mean, nobody really knows what that was anymore, so there we go. So you see, France, don't say I never did anything for you. I did destroy New France accidentally, but I also helped you. So yeah, this is cool. I mean, I probably should just freaking move around it and see what the hell's here. I mean, I wish I had a mouse. I could zoom in better. Oh. Yeah. Oh, this is. Oh, it's a world map. Okay, that's pretty cool. Australia down here. So yeah, so okay, that's my Pixel Zone plug for the day. Let's get back to the chat. And of course, not Ryan Jensen says, okay, you guys are interrupting my total disgust of the current episode of STD. Thomas Potts says, punch your mama. No, not punch your mama. Pachamama. DJ Odyssey says, yes, that's SJW Central. Thomas Potts says, they look like skeletons. Dale Stafford says, I hope they don't try to give her that hallucinogenic tea people are going there as tourists are to experience. She actually did tell me that she was not going to partake in that. She is not partaking. Do I believe her? Yes. Yes, I have to believe her. I have nothing else I can do but try to believe her. DJ Odyssey says, hell no. Schronmore says, if the cops ever raided, they would threaten them with soap to get them in line. Dale says, I didn't think DJs existed 20 years ago. Of course they existed 20 years ago. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey 5. You know DJs did exist before MP3 players, right? I mean, they actually had turntables. Daniel's Hot Topic says, Bird of Prey 5, do you think Bill Shatner will return to Star Trek someday? He says he's too old, but he's not old. He's only 88. Daniel's Hot Topics, I don't know. I don't know that I'd want him to. If an amazing story came up, then sure. I don't know. There is yet to be anything that's been made in the last 10 years from the first of the JJ films through STD. Nothing there has even remotely been worthy of him reappearing. If one day somebody makes a great show, sure, let him appear and do a, you know, I mean, it would have to be a future timeline or him in the Nexus or something. I don't know how you would do it, but a parallel reality perhaps. But honestly, no. I would much rather Shatner go to the Orville. Now, I know the Orville's been canceled, at least that's what I believe. But if the Orville gets picked up, say, by Amazon or some, and I know Anti-Tracker's going to say the Orville hasn't been canceled. It just hasn't been renewed, and that is technically true. I have no proof the Orville's been canceled, but I think it has been. But I would love him to come back to the Orville. If Amazon or Netflix or somebody picks it up, or maybe they stay and maybe they actually do a season 3 and I'm completely wrong, which is possible, and I hope. I would love him to come back to Orville and be like a father or a legend in the Orville universe, and that would be really, really cool. Just to see him back as a sci-fi, as like a top guy again. I think that would be better. Honestly, I think that would be better for his memory than anything Star Trek could come up with. Thomas Potts asks DJ if he still wants my sister. Anti-Tracker says, so what did we learn today? Bird poops in his bed. I didn't say on a regular basis. He is a confirmed SJW and a gay pride activist. And DJ says nope. And don't forget, he is related to Morn, Anti-Tracker. Dale Stafford says, Raji, body worker, smiley face. Shromore says, a vegan loves animals so much, why do they keep eating their food? DJ Odyssey says, this seems like your sister went to a cult, Joe. We were a little concerned. Thomas Potts says, their A is like Stargate. Maybe Mr. Miles works there. That is what it was. I knew it looked familiar. DJ Odyssey says, we may have to do an intervention with Joe's sister and make her listen to Laura sing. Yeah, we're going to have to do like the scarved insect was strapped down at the end of the new Uber chat. DJ Odyssey says, did Joe say punch yo mama? Thomas Potts says, that's what I thought. Dale says, but you can do all that exact same stuff in LA on any given weekday. DJ says, damn, I'm glad Joe didn't see that. One of the upcoming events said Rock Odyssey. Lol. Or was that Poop Odyssey? Oh, Jesus. Thomas Potts says, someone should go wearing a MAGA hat. Yes, they accept everyone. DJ says, I can see it. Lol. John Meyer says, so modern hippies. Josh Street says, Bird, take a look at this nation state. Let's see. No! Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Okay. Who is? I guess Thomas said to see this. The Rogue Nation of Bird of Prey 5, New York Times Democracy, and the flag. The flag is me. The currency is birds, and the animal is the bird of prey. Hey, baby. If she's from there, maybe it's not so bad. I don't even want to. At least it's in the. Oh no, that's. Please tell me that's not what our housing looks like. That's better. That's better. The Rogue Nation of Bird of Prey 5 is a fledgling, socially progressive nation, renowned for its compulsory military service, absence of drug laws, and complete adherence of social welfare. The hard-nosed, hard-working, democratic, well, this already doesn't make sense, devout population of 5 million Bird of Prey 5ians enjoy a sensible mix of personal and economic freedoms, while the political process is open to and the people right to vote is held sacrosanct. Okay. Okay. Well, was that a rainbow flag? Damn it. I missed something. So, yeah. I see I'm going to have to clean some house on nation states. Dale says, one regulator, saddle up. DJ is laughing. Darren says, good evening, fifth bird of praise. Welcome, Darren, if you weren't here earlier. Good evening, fifth bird of prey. Yes, 5. Yes. Welcome, Darren. Schronmore says, things are coming to a point in this world where idiocracy will be as intellectual giants. Oh, idiocracy will be seen as intellectual giants. Governments will be run through interpretive dance and jazz hands instead of clapping to prevent triggering. Yes, they have up twinkles and down twinkles. That's what they used to do during Occupy Wall Street. Can you fucking imagine Occupy Wall Street? That was a thing. All of those people should be smacked across the face several times until they get it. John Meyer says, I'm sure you can't draw just anything. Actually, John, you pretty much can. I purposely avoided the northeast quadrant. No, the northwest. If it was a flat map, it would be the northwest quadrant. It is, yeah, it's bad. But the rest of it is not so bad. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey has a lot of stuff on his computer. I do. John Meyer says, oh, I stand corrected. Yep. Yeah, it is not moderated in any way. It's self-moderated. DJ says, so we could go to Joe's and put Karoga sucks? You could, but I would find you. Thomas Potts says, well, it's true. Thomas Potts says, so no gay stuff. No wonder Bird of Prey 5 likes this. Josh Street says, Thomas, look up Bird of Prey 5 on nation states. Thomas Potts, he calls sending a meteor an accident. John Iraqi says, no gay stuff except lesbians. Always that. That is always the exception to the rule. Hector, welcome, Hector. Says, hi guys, returning home from the province capital. Did you miss me? I sure did, Hector. I was wondering, where's Hector? We can't start till Hector gets here. Okay, everybody, forget everything I've said. We're starting the stream over. Robloxer 2? Welcome, Robloxer 2. Welcome to the stream. I've not seen you around here before. I hope you enjoy it. DJ Odyssey said, shoot, didn't even notice you were gone, Hector. Oh, poor DJ. Well, DJ is very sick, Hector. Forgive him. Daniel's Hot Topic says, we don't know what happened to Mira Kirk. That is true, although I think he died. Didn't Spock have to use his machine on him that made him disappear? I don't know. It's been a long time since I saw Mira. Daniel's Hot Topic says Mira Kirk could have shown up. Hector says my mom is now a cyborg after a bad forearm fracture. I'm very sorry to hear that. Thomas Potts says good, just Josh. Thank you, Thomas. Says Josh Street. DJ Odyssey says, good night, guys. Going to get some rest. Good night, DJ. Yeah, we're going to be calling it a night here soon. Trivia says, night, DJ. And Josh Reed says, DJ, see you when Anti-Tracker starts his torturing of us with STD. Thomas Potts says first, Anti-Tracker, if you are here, please try hard not to get a copyright whatever so that I can see the stream in the morning. Josh Street says second. John the former peasant says lesbians and infinitum. Thomas Potts is sick as in feeling bad or sick in the head. Some of both, probably. Kathleen McManus, a.k.a. Derek, says evening all. Welcome, Derek. Thomas Potts says Karoga has mail. Okay, we'll check the mail before I finish up. Hector says evening, Kathleen. Let's check Karoga's mail. Freaking Rogue Nation of Birdo Prey 5. I'm gonna drag you over here so I remember to destroy you. Telegrams. You must have a lot of pesticides since Karoga is a rat hole. Damn it, Tom. Okay, for those who don't know, Thomas and I have been trading some insults, and by trading I mean I've been owning Thomas, because he said here he was sending me a giant wooden horse as a gift to my greatness, and I said that was cool, but you know, I'm going to need to treat it with pesticides just to make sure that there's no, you know, termites in it before we accept it and bring it in. And of course he said he was insulted and said that there was no pesticide, there was no termites. He said, I don't know about Karoga, but Triggerland wood is perfect. The horse has been created as a completely safe from termites. Nevertheless, I did order the horse be doused in pesticides. We drilled holes into the center of the horse and just pumped in more pesticides just to be safe. And then we left it in the hot sun for about a week and a half, and it started smelling real bad. So we then rolled it and dumped it into a river. Last we saw it was floating down the Ganges, and Triggerland has been very pissed. But hey, it's their own fault. Their own fault for sending such crappy wood to us. So let's challenge. Oh, irrelevant. Scientific advancement, flawless victory, points awarded to Karoga. Oh, poor Triggerland. One more time. Let's see. Industry pizza delivery. Uh-oh. Triggerland won round 1. This might be a close one. Book publishing. Oh, boom. Boom, boom. Yes. Championships earned. I mean, I could tell right away, just from book publishing. I was happy. I knew we were going to beat them. Sorry, Thomas. Looks like Triggerland. Better luck next time. Uh-oh. The Rogue Nation of Bird of Prey 5 says, Qapla, why would you destroy yourself? Because there can be only one. You are clearly the mirror universe copy of me. There can be only one. So, although I am not going to challenge them because they're just too small of a nation to challenge right now, there would be no honor in that. And we in Karoga believe in a sense of honor, even if Triggerland does not. Hector says, poor horsey. Hector says, that's no way of treating peasants. Thomas says, rigged. I demand an investigation. Yes, we'll do a 2-year investigation and find out there was no collusion. Thank you, guys. It's not without honor. Karoga is the most honorable nation in the entire Federation. United Federations. But, yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you all so much. You have mail. Last one. If you guys are gonna send mail, I can get in the next 2 minutes, or else it's gonna wait till next time. And the Rogue Nation of Bird of Prey 5 says, until all are one then. I don't get it. Until all are one then. I'm letting you go, Rogue Nation, Bird of Prey 5. Get yourself a little stronger, and then we can do battle. Meantime, the Armed Republic of Karoga. It's just a beautiful, beautiful flag. The best flag in all of nation states, if I do say so myself. There is yet to be any flag that even rivals that of the Armed Republic of Karoga. So, once again, good night, people of Karoga. Your liberator is coming, says Thomas. Dale says, it's been fun. Have a good one. Hector says, good night, Joe. I will miss the first part of Anti-Trekker stream because I am traveling. Well, hope you get where you're going safely and quickly. Josh Street says, the end of the 1986 Transformers movie. Okay. I don't remember it. I mean, I love the 86 Transformers movie, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Hector says, see ya. John DeMarco says, good night, all. Qapla. And good night. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. If you want to visit me, check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. And if you're really crazy, you can send me some money on PayPal. Take care. Whoever downvoted this, you're on notice. I'm just kidding. Downvotes count just as much as upvotes, so whatever. But seriously, you're on notice.